Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP. But once again, thank you for your continued support. Really do appreciate everything you do to contribute towards the growth of CoinsKid. Sharing is caring, and really, honestly, thank you very much for getting involved in all the videos, the comments, the likes, sharing, everything you do. And I hope you had a really good weekend. And I hope that we can pick up here and carry on with this bull run for XRP, because it's getting bloody annoying. So anyway, this is XRP. So I'm going to dive into XRP right now. So you can see, basically, we're getting rejected at this critical key level that I've been full transparent with you at the moment. We're getting rejected to close above it at the moment. We've still got, a bit of a day left here. Hopefully we can get a bit of a pick up here and a bit of recovery and sort of just march onwards and upwards and close the week out above 161. Because if we don't, then we're going to be back up against it all week. And, if you, like I said to you, the longer you keep hitting resistance, the more you tend to roll. Okay, and you've had like sort of 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th week of trying to get above this level of resistance right here, this $1.61, which is a 0.78 Fibonacci extension on a retracement to the all-time high here. Okay, because once you get through that, like I said to you, once you get through that, it's like a big ticket to Mars, so to speak. You basically got through the last leg effectively to the all-time high. So once you start to see the close above that, you're looking golden, for around about a 94% upside for XRP to get to the previous all-time high of the previous bull run, and then we would actually start marching on. So until I start seeing the close on the weekly above that particular level, like that, above 161, then at the minute you're gonna get choppy. Okay, just like you did over here, this consolidation event, because what you've done, you've gone overextended, and I'm always going to be transparent with you. Too overextended. Look at the EMAs. Okay, they were going vertical. You up here somewhere, you roll back, you found back to this level of support, which is golden ratio, which I've given you. Okay, literally the only YouTuber that was saying, when XRP was up here, I was saying, take profits, basically, not financial advice, and put some bids in down here on the golden ratio, and within 2 weeks, boom, it was down there. And from that moment there, that peak down there, that was a whopping 53% correction, because that's what happens if you fail to get through resistance. You fall back to the previous level of support. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that, that potentially if we keep hitting ahead, we may come back down to that particular level and have another retest of it, just as reassurance, because that's what happens in consolidation. Okay, just like here, when you went up, you got overextended. What do? You come back to support, another go, come back to support, another go, support, and in that time the EMAs kept creeping you up, adhering, backtesting, holding it, because this is what could happen for XRP. Exactly what's happened here is you got through these levels of resistance, overextended, gone sideways, choppy, allowing the EMAs to creep back up, catch up with you, backtest support, see you later, continuation. And that's basically it. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to look at that and realize that that is a potential play for XRP. That's how I've always been transparent with you, and the full transparency is as if it keeps continually hitting this level of resistance, it will fall back to support. It really is that simple. So in this particular bull run here, because this is another thing, people get disillusioned with time. Okay, they get impatient. You've got a long way to go in this bull run, a long way. Okay, some people are saying that it could extend till Christmas. Think about that. If you take off now, you're completely overextended. Look at the RSI. Let's have a look. The RSI, you're still overbought. You're up there. So what you want to do, just like I've outlined on the V-chain video, you potentially, for more upside, okay, you want something like this where the RSI sort of rolls over a bit, comes into the purple box, gets a little bit more healthier, because you can see that continual progressive growth just simply by looking at the RSI. So right now, I'm not saying we're not going to break out here, but it would have been lovely to have seen the close above 161 this week, especially because that would have been a big tick that we are sort of marching on, so to speak, and we're not just coming up against resistance and falling back. This is a very indecisive candle, so it doesn't know what it wants to do. This is a bullish engulfing candle, which is necessarily a very, very good indicator of continuation. So who knows? We may get more upside today, but I definitely want to see XRP get the close above the 161, and then that's a good tip for continuation right there for XRP, because you may just enter something like this where you've come down, you've made this sort of ABC correction, so to speak, where you've come down. Look, it's literally the same. Look, you've come up, you've made the A, the B, then the C, deeper wave correction down to the 20 EMA. Do you see that? So you're looking at the A, the B, and then potentially you might be forming this sort of pattern here with this little indecisive candle, and then you roll, and you come back down to sort of test a key level of support, potentially the 20, like you did here. You've come back down, you test the 20, continuation, higher lows, higher highs, boom, see you later, alligator, continuation of the uptrend. So that's potentially, that's why I always tell you what I see, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen. You may see something like this for XRP. Okay, looks horrible. It starts to trade in the range there. These EMAs creep back up, just like over here, like you got in this previous bull run, you know, and continuation, reset the levels. Let's look at the RSI down here as well. You know, you was up here like you are here. Look, you was just a little curve. Look how identical it is. This little curve, come back down into the box, consolidation event, you know, repopulate, boom, see you later alligator for the final leg of the bull run. And just here, you're up here, you're in the overbought again, you're just starting to roll a little bit, potentially very similar scenario to here, where you roll back into the mid-range, come back into the mid-range before that continuation, you know. And that's the truth of it, because if you go from here, right, if you go from here, every time XRP gets extremely overbought, just at this level, I'll show you, that is effectively a big signal that you roll. Okay, so from here to there, that's level 95. So XRP's never got above that level. So you've only got, if we zoom in, I'll show you, you've effectively, you could do something like this before you start to roll again. Like that. See you later. Do you get what I mean? So currently you're sat at 72. So just from the RSI, just looking at that, you know, it tells me that you're potentially looking at some sort of form of consolidation before actually breaking out of here, getting to the high, consolidation again before getting up to these levels that we're anticipating for XRP. But I've not got a crystal ball. I've not got a crystal ball. It's just, it's a bit flat, it's a bit boring, and that's what consolidation is, I'm afraid. So I'll always tell you what I see. So effectively, you know, what we could see here for XRP is just a bit more consolidation if it continues to hit its head on this key level resistance on a Fibonacci retracement there, and get everything looking relatively more healthy for continuation. So right now I'm just going to look at XRP on the 4-hourly time frame then for you. So XRP, it's toying with us, isn't it, on the 4-hourly time frame here especially. You're still effectively in an uptrend, okay, so you've got the double bottom basically. You've got this sort of double bottom pattern on the go here for XRP, okay, just like that, and then obviously we traded that out, which was great, and ever since then you've been making these sort of high highs and these high lows, so to speak. So it's relatively good, okay, for continuation. But what you don't want to see is a roll here. If you get the roll and you lose this key level of support and you start closing below it, because at the moment you are actually under the 55 EMA on the 4-hourly time frame, and just like I said to you, when you're above them, you're in an uptrend, and when you're between them, okay, you're in a sideways boring flat trend, and then when you're below them and you're constantly in your head, it's a contribution towards a downtrend right there. So you do need to see XRP start to get back above the 55 and especially the 20 to remain in an uptrend right there, because if you fail to get above and you keep hitting your head, it's forcing you down basically. And this key level here, if you start to close below that, you would effectively start to form a bit of a reversal wave, and with that you could potentially be looking at this being quite toppy for XRP. I'm always going to tell you what I see. I'll show you what I mean. So with that you could start sort of effectively reversing this reversal trend that you've got going on for XRP, where you know you've come up, you're making these high lows and you're making the high highs, but just here you start to roll. Effectively you're rolling, and if you lose this just here, this 131, start to go below it, then you're making lower highs. Do you see that? So you're starting to roll over effectively. You know, if you start to do something like this, you've gone like this, okay, potentially come back down to retest this double bottom again. So that's the truth of it. Keep an eye on that. You can't afford XRP to start closing below this 0618 at 147, because if you start to see the close below that, that's a big tick that you're potentially going to come back down and make this reversal wave, okay, and then if you start to lose that, you're making lower highs and you've reversed. So keep an eye on them really key levels right now. You can't afford to see XRP close below $1.47, because that's the golden ratio, okay, and at the moment you can see you're under the EMAs, you're under the 55 EMA, and it's contributing towards a bit of pressure pushing you down. So effectively, you know, this is a level, the golden ratio. If you do sort to lose that, it's a bit of a confirmation statement that you've got a high percentage of actually forming a reversal wave than you have of reversing and going back up to test this previous level of resistance right there and carrying out the extension. Do you see that? Because when you lose a retracement on an impulsive wave, this is the golden ratio. When you start to lose that, the bias, it's more, look at it, it's something like 75%, 85%. Anything that goes lower than that tends to form the reversal, and with that, you know, if you start to lose that, you're looking at lower highs effectively and reversing this. Do you see that potentially coming back down? So keep an eye on that. What you need XRP to do here is just bounce, basically bounce off here, okay, because you can see it's been supported here. You found a wick down there, so enormous buying pressure to buy it back up, but you are hitting your head on a 55. If you continue to do that, downtrend, get back above, uptrend. Now if you do start to see XRP lose this 0618, then do anticipate a nice little short Okay, you potentially put a little short in down to retest that low there around about 10%, where hopefully it does bounce. Okay, not forming that lower high. So effectively as well, what you've got, if you do start to see XRP get back above the 20, the yellow line on the 4-hourly time frame here, if it starts to get back above and backtest it, then do anticipate you're going to come up and have another go at this high here. So that's another 12%, 13% upswing there for XRP. But unfortunately, all of this is not necessarily bad, that it's going to collapse or go to zero, or even come back down to that deeper C wave pullback. It's consolidation, I'm afraid. It's sort of building up steam and resetting those levels and getting them RSI levels reset as well, and just basically cooling off effectively. Sideways chop action. It's basically what Cardano's done, you know, where you just get caught between sort of a range before breaking out to the upside. So that's basically XRP in a nutshell. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay tuned, and hopefully, you know, come back tomorrow and XRP's got that close above that $1.61, and it's seen a great deal of upside and support, and we're marching onwards and upwards. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.